My attempt at the classic Alfie as a tribute to Hal David, who passed on recently. The idea of this is just a little bit of a look at this guitar, Epiphone es175. I've done a couple of clips on here of this, and I got a request from someone asking me to do a little bit of a review on it and my own thoughts on it. I bought this, I was looking to get sort of a George Benson style. I really like the George Benson sort of smooth melodic jazz style, so I've used this for a couple of things. Now then, I got this, I've never owned a hollow body before, but the first thing I noticed, maybe some of you folks who know a bit more about this, obviously it comes with a wooden bridge. When I got it from the shop, it was a just floating around, sort of like you know, not anchored in place, and I'm wondering whether you're supposed to keep it like that. In the end, I mean, I couldn't be doing with that, because I put I rest the bridge of my hand down on the quite a lot on the onto the bridge of the guitar, and it was just sending the guitar out of tune. So basically what I've done with the bridge, I've measured up the exact scale lengths and the position it should be, and I've just dabbed a few spots of wood glue in place just to keep it in place, and now that's sort of firmly in place now. I wouldn't recommend using super glue, and I would only do something like that if you're going to do the same thing, if you spend a bit of time on it and measure the exact scale length. As I said, there's wood glue on it, so it can come off again without any real damage if it needs to. So that seems to work all right now. And also what I've done as well, it was just my little bugbear really, that this trapeze thing here, it's like a chrome effect plastic, and there's a long gap down here between the bridge and where it's anchored to the base of the body, and it just seemed that this was moving about quite a bit and might have a detrimental effect on the tuning of the strings. So what I've done is just anchor that in place, just put a little make weight down there in black duct tape underneath the trapeze, so that basically when the strings are on, it now isn't going anywhere. So I've got the strings anchored firmly from the end of the tailpiece to the knot. Alright, so I know the strings aren't going to be moving about at all anywhere, and so it's just how I like it. The reason I was attracted to this was that I love the shape of it, from, you know, seeing Steve Howe in the old Yes days playing a Gibson 175. Didn't want to pay up to $3,000 for a Gibson, so I thought I'd get the next best thing, and this has like a slimmer, shallower sort of neck, which suits my playing style. It's also got the frets on here don't stick up from, I don't know what the technical term is, you'll have to excuse me, but the frets don't stick up from the neck a lot, which means that if you like to slide about the neck quite a bit, which my sort of jazz style really entails a lot of those slides type of things, like what George does, so there's no sort of impedance to your fingers. You know, it's very smooth, you know, for if you like to slide up and down the necks, if your style is in line with that as well. So that's all I've really done with it. Okay, as well, I've just taken the tailpiece off and just put that somewhere safe. I just like the look of the guitar being, so you can see both F holes, And secondly, the way I play, I tend to muffle the strings. I've just got into the habit of putting my fingers underneath the top treble strings when I'm not playing them, to muffle the strings, and that I find that a lot easier when there's no pick guard there. The pick guard sort of impedes that. So again, it's just personal preference with that. So as regards the tones which you can get out of it, that little section I played before was on the neck pickup with the tone right up. I'll just roll the tone off a little bit to give you an idea. I've not played this for a while. It probably needs the action taken. I like sort of a lower action, and you can get quite a low action on this, but it probably needs taken up a little bit. You've got as well, if you want to put it in just the bridge pickup, which I don't actually. I generally use this for jazz, but you get a very pleasing sort of rock and roll, rockabilly type of effect. That's on the treble pickup, again with tone on full. If you put it in between them as well, you can get a sort of a nice rhythm. You can get another thing as well which I like about this is that the pickup, I know that they're obviously not going to be, you know, highfalutin, extra super fine pickups, but certainly the sound is good enough for my requirements, just for my sort of home recording use. And particularly on the bass strings, I find a lot of the more budget sort of guitars that there's not a very high clear definition on the bass strings, which this seems to do all right. This isn't too bad. So there you go, a little review and my own personal opinions on this guitar. I got this for, let me see now, I think it was £325, which seems ridiculous value, is really good value for this one. So if you're thinking of getting a nice jazz style guitar and you know, you're considering this one, then I would seriously have a look at one of these. Okay, thanks for that. Bye now.